do it if you want. I know that. I can do Power Rangers.
Tomorrow's the 11th.
Tomorrow's the 11th?
Yes.
Of 2017?
Yeah.
January the 11th of 2017?
Certainly not September.
No. Oh.
I just brought us into darkness.
You did. Oh, well, we got comics to review. It is January.
Oh, we were rolling?
Yeah, I think we're rolling. Sam doesn't do action. He just rolls and
You're the worst
puts it
director
up.
ever.
It's complete.
Get some,
it's
what do you call it?
Candor.
It's candor.
Candor.
Candor
Banter.
banter.
It's January.
That's the
January 11th, 2017.
Summer candor.
Comics have come out.
Again,
Who knew? It happens every week. We've read some of them, and now we're going to tell you what we thought of those books we read. Fred, would you like to start?
Sure, I guess I would. The first book we have here is a joint endeavor between Boom and DC. It's Power Rangers and Justice League, or Justice League and Power Rangers, if I read it from left to right, like an American. Written by Tom Taylor and Stephen Byrne on art. It takes place half and half. First part of it is in Angel Grove. Then after a scuffle with Lord Zed, they end up in the DC universe somewhere. I'm not sure where. I
think it's Gotham.
It is Gotham.
I think it's Gotham.
Probably, because Batman is the first person they see.
Yeah.
Fun book, fun art, I guess. You know, I don't love the art. It actually reminds me of, like, I guess, very, like a Cartoon Network show at like 12 o'clock. I don't know. It's just, it's alright. It's fun. It's colorful for kids. And the story itself, not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I you know, like, lately these DC joint, like, issues with
they've done a lot of crossovers with everyone but Marvel.
But yeah, and they're all actually pretty good, and this
Yeah.
one is no different. I mean, it's probably, I think out of all of them, maybe the weakest one, but it's great. Like, you know, I'm actually excited to see where it goes from here. You know, once the Power Rangers and Justice League meet up, the Power Rangers get the upper hand in Justice League, and you know, we'll see where it goes from there. But it's not bad.
Yeah, no, I liked the second half of the book more than the first half. I'm not a big Power Rangers fan.
Yeah, me neither.
And I like Tom Tyler's work. He's done some stuff for DC. He's done like
Deja-vu.
He did the Injustice. I don't know if you've heard of this. He did the Injustice like tie-in comic.
I've read this.
Yeah, and that was really good. He's done some other stuff for DC and Marvel, and I'm generally a fan of his. I don't think this is his strongest work. I don't think it has to be.
Wow. Feels like something I would say.
It does. But it's not bad. I like the second half of the book more than the first.
Yeah, right.
It's a fun book, especially the ending. I thought was really fun. It's not as good as some of the other DC, like you said, DC crossovers. Like it's not as good as Star Trek Green Lantern. It's not as good as
Batman Ninja Turtles.
Batman Ninja Turtles, especially the first Batman Ninja Turtles crossover. So this like is somewhere in the middle. But if you're a fan of the Power Rangers, you're a fan of JLA, I think you'll really enjoy this.
Yeah, that's it. I'd probably give it a solid 6 out of 10.
Yeah, that seems good. Okay, our next book. Okay, I'm just going to go right to Mighty Thor. This is Mighty Thor 15, but it's the first part of the Asgard Shi'ar War. This book, art by Russell Dodderman, is his name?
Yeah.
It's just amazing art.
Yeah.
Really, really good art. And Jason Aaron, I mean, everything Jason Aaron touches right now is pretty much great. I mean,
there's only one thing he's ever touched that wasn't great, and that was Hulk.
Yeah, that's true. That was a rough series. But we won't talk about that. But this is really good.
Talk about that.
I'm curious to see how this ties into like the larger like War of Realms and everything, because there's no real mention of the ongoing like fight with Malekith and all that. But it's a really good start. You get some characters that Jason Aaron did in his Wolverine the X-Men run. And you get, I mean, Gladiator just being really badass.
Real badass.
Really badass.
And Jane Foster also being real badass. Yeah. Like, she has some fantastic dialogue in the book. And
I love that just Jason Aaron has taken, like, everything of, like, the Thors that have come before, like, Matt Fraction's run, some of JMS's run, and he really is, like, building it, and he's built it to a really interesting place.
Yeah. If I can go back to the art for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
It reminds me, I'm blanking on his name right now. Who did Secret Wars? Why am I blanking on his name?
Saturday.
It's Saturday a little bit.
A little brighter.
Huh?
A little brighter.
A little brighter than that, yeah. But it reminds me, it takes me back to that a little bit. So I thought it was, but the art is beautiful.
Yeah, no, it really is.
But I'm with you. Like, Gladiator's a badass. I think Jane Foster is super badass in this book. and it was great.
Even Helmendale gets some really cool moments.
Awesome.
He gets some really
I forget
cool
that it
moments,
actually opens with Heimdall like fucking
guarding the bridge. You don't see much in past like Thor runs, you don't. Heimdall is sort of just like standing there, and that's like all he does. But this, you get a really pretty kick-ass.
Like he blinks and then Gladiator's in his face, and he's like, "All right, well, I guess it's time to throw down."
Yeah.
So they do.
And I also didn't know Heimdall had 9 mothers, but I had this issue. But no, it's a really good, and it's a pretty good jumping on point, I guess. I mean, that's what Marvel's trying to say with the number 1 thing without making it a number 1. It's a good jumping on point for like new readers to Jason Aaron's Thor run, and you really should be reading Jason Aaron's Thor.
Yeah,
it's
really
really
good.
Good.
Wow.
Wow.
I was bored.
Wow.
Continue.
Anyway, I would give.
So unprofessional.
I would give Mighty Thor. I would give it. I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair grade here. Next, we probably should have saved this for last, but whatever. We have this week's Titans, number 7, by Dan Abnett and Lee Weeks on art this week. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's probably the best book we read this week.
Yeah, I think so.
It's probably, I mean, it's between that and Thor, but I mean, what else do you have to say other than that? Superman and Wally West.
I mean, the real Superman. And the real Wally West. They meet up.
The redheaded Wally West.
For the first time since like Rebirth started, they meet up again.
And I mean, spoilers. I mean, but they're in the previews and everything. Superman remembers Wally West.
Yeah, I mean, they're running together.
They're running together. So he has to remember him. I don't just race people that I don't know. But
that would be crazy.
That'd be insane.
Hey, you, let's race.
Let's race.
Who the hell are you?
Whatever, man.
Let's race.
And
it's it, go.
And I mean, like in all the panels where they're talking it's great. I mean, and it brings it back, and to the old DC days, and like they're trying to make you feel, and it's amazing. I actually, like, on a side note, I Donna Troy and Ward Harper, like in the past books, every time they talk, I hate it.
Yeah.
Like, I actually like the characters and I want them, and I want to like them together, but actually this is the first time that I've read it. I'm like, all right, I'm in. I'm all the way in to Roy Harper. No, I'm all the way in. So that's good. It's a good step in the right direction. The rest of the book is great. I mean, like the whole issue as a whole, like they're setting up their new tower in Manhattan, and that stuff is funny. It's a good book. I don't know. It's a great book this week.
Yeah, I just want to talk about Lee Weeks for a couple minutes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because Lee Weeks' art is, I'm a fan of Lee Weeks, and he doesn't do enough in my opinion.
Isaac carries his picture in his wallet.
I do. I have it, but I'm not gonna take it out because it's very like wrinkly and old. If I take it out, it might just disperse. But Lee Weeks did some of the issues of the Superman Lois miniseries.
Yes.
He did when Peter David came back with Hulk many years ago. He did that. And you just don't see him doing like a long run on anything enough. And his style is it's very almost classic style, but he really has the characters' emotions in their face.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't mind Brett Booth on this book, but I really prefer Lee Weeks' art to Brett Booth.
And I mean, I think there's this particular page where you see the emotion, and you see this page right here. I don't know if you see Wally's face, he's talking to Superman. I'm like, it's great. It is that classic style, but the detail is there more than anybody else. It's kind of
even the last page where they show the new towers and Superman. It's really good.
Great,
really, I like it. I like
that said, I mean, Titans, my opinion, is probably the best book DC right now. I don't know if you guys agree, but it's up there, right?
I like it. I don't think I've ever liked it as much as you and Sam like it. It's good. I always enjoy it. I always enjoy it, but it's definitely not always on my Rebirth, the top ones.
Oh, okay.
It's not quite there.
Well, whatever.
But this is much closer than.
Now you made me look stupid.
No. You are free to have your own opinions, and Sam, I'm sure, shares.
That said, I think this is probably. I'm not gonna say the best issue. There's a couple issues prior to this maybe that were really great.
It's up there.
Yeah,
and,
it's really good.
This is really up there, especially for a kind of in between issue.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
And it also is. It could be a good jumping on point for anyone who hasn't read Titans yet.
Yeah,
because there's not much there that you would need help on.
They referenced the first art once, maybe once, twice.
But you could really jump onto this issue, and I don't think you'd have any trouble.
But really, just go back and read.
Yeah,
a lot of good jumping on points.
Yeah,
they're all good jumping on points.
Yeah,
really.
That's usually what we do, right?
Yeah. Our last book of the week is All-Star Batman number 6. This is Scott Snyder with art by Jock.
Jock.
And a backup story by Franco Francaveli.
Ooh.
Franco Francaveli.
Which I love.
For anyone who was sort of like staying away from All-Star Batman because you don't care for John Romita Jr., even though this John Romita Jr. wasn't his worst.
No, it wasn't.
It was actually for John Romita Jr. lately. It was pretty good. This is your chance to jump on Scott Snyder's Batman again. This one focuses on Mr. Freeze, and I enjoyed it. I liked it. I was a little confused by the ending. Scott Snyder, if you're watching this, you can contact us, radio us in, and explain the ending to me. So I didn't completely understand the ending. Maybe by the next issue they'll like explain it.
Radio in. You know he could just like tweet us.
Yeah,
Or something.
you just tweet it. Whatever. But I really enjoy it. Jock's art is really good.
As always.
Especially for this, like the ice and it takes place pretty much all in the Antarctic, and it's really good. One thing we'll bring up: people checking out this issue should enjoy reading because it's a lot of prose.
There's a lot of prose.
It's not quite as much prose as Snyder's like After Death, but there is a lot of prose in here. But it's good. I can't complain about his prose.
Because of the prose, I think it's kind of what kind of gets you lost a little bit in like what's actually happening in the story. I mean, by the end, I sort of understand it. Not to spoil anything, so I won't. But like it is a little bit of a you are kind of like running the labyrinth on the story a little bit. But eventually you figure it out. And honestly, like it's another just well written Scott Snyder book. And
I mean, he really knows Batman.
He knows the character. He knows all the characters. And it's Jock art.
Yeah.
So that's all. I mean, in the end, that's all you need to know.
The original team from the great Black Mirror.
Yeah,
check that out in trade.
Which is probably my favorite Batman book.
That's up there. That does go up there.
And so you should check this book. I mean, check it out. I mean, honestly, like every book this week was great.
Yeah, no. I would give this an 8 out of 10. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's really beautiful art. And yeah, I would give it an 8 out of 10.
It's a good week for books.
Yeah, it's very
It's
good.
a good week if you like to look at pictures and maybe know how to read.
Or even if you don't, maybe.
Like Sam,
Sam.
we walked in, he's pretending to read. I know he doesn't know how to read.
He was looking at the comic like this though, so obviously he doesn't know how it works. I'm not even sure how he gets the story from pictures that way, but he tries.
But that
And
Jock art, sure, it's pretty.
Yeah, even upside down. That's all from us from this week from the shop. We'll be back next week with some more reviews of more books, perhaps.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe we can
Who
look
tell?
at pictures.
Maybe we'll just show pictures.
Next week, I'm going to challenge myself. I'm just going to look at pictures and review from there.
See if he can get it.
Get it.
Live in Sam's world for a little while.
All right.
Bye-bye.
One day I'm just going to shoot the both of you and then just walk out.